Dear friends, the next experiment is experiment number 6, the FE modeling and failure analysis of welded joints. So in this, I have considered the example of L joint. So L joint, I need to construct the L joint by using the ANSYS, and I need to construct a fillet material, and the material of the L joint is mild steel, and the material of this, the fillet material is the copper. The properties of this mild steel and copper is the mild steel properties is as follows: Young's modulus 2 e to the power of 5, Poisson's ratio 0.3, yield stress 240 megapascal. And the properties of the filler material is copper, the yield stress is 70 MPa. So to solve the problem in the ANSYS, we open the ANSYS. The first step in the ANSYS, you have to go for preferences, structural, okay. The first step in the ANSYS is that pre-processor, then you have to go for solution, then the last step to see the results is general post-processor. In the pre-processor, first create the element type, add, so go for the solid, quad 4 node 42, okay. And you have to go for the options and select the plane strain, okay. So the element type is created, next go for the material properties, material models, structural, linear, elastic, isotropic. The Young's modulus of the mild steel is 2 e to the power of 5, 2 e to the power of 5, and the Poisson's ratio is 0.3. And as this is the viscous material, we have to go for that non-linear behavior, inelastic, rate independent. You have to select kinematic hardening plasticity, go for Mishra's plasticity, bilinear. In that you have to give the yield stress of the material 1, that is the mild steel 240 MPa, okay. And go for the edit, create a material 2 by clicking the copy, select the material 2, okay. And you have to go for material 2 and select again bilinear and give the material property of the copper, which is 70 MPa, okay. Close. The material properties is created both for aluminum and copper. Next we need to create a modeling. For that modeling you need to go for modeling, create the areas, arbitrary. So areas you have to go for the rectangle by dimensions. We need to create the first rectangle by giving the coordinates of x1 and x2 and y1 and y2. The first rectangle dimensions is as follows: 0, 0.1, and y1 is 0, 0.5. Apply. The vertical area is created. We need to create one more area along the x directions by giving the dimension 0.6, x1, and x2 0.1, and y1 is 0, y2 is 0.1. Apply. So I given 2 dots, select 0.1, apply. The area is created along the x directions, and I need to create one more area, that is the glue. So in order to create that, first I need to create one more area over here and one more area over here, and then I need to create offset over here. So the third area dimensions is as follows: 0.2 x1, and x2 is 0.1, and y1 is 0, y2 is 0.1. Apply. This area is created. And to construct the area 4, the dimensions is 0, 0.1, and 0, 0.1. Apply. This area is created. So lastly I need to create a glue over here. So for that, create areas, arbitrary through key points, So we will create the area for once again, the area, rectangle, dimensions 0, 0.1 and 0 and y coordinate is 0.2. Apply. Okay. Then I need to create a area which is a copper material which is used as a glue for the L joint. So go for area, arbitrary through key points, select the first, second and third key points, give it OK. The glue material will be created. So we need to take this entire as a single material. For that you need to go for operate, boolean, glue, areas, pick all. So if this doesn't apply, you need to go for overlap, areas, pick all. So it will be considered all the 4 areas as a single area. The next step is you need to go for meshing. This is the one material and this is the second material. So we need to assign the material 1 for this L shape and material 2 for the glue. So go for mesh attributes, picked areas, pick this L shape, click OK, and we need to define it as a material 1, that is aluminum. Click apply, and we need to select the glue material, select this, OK. This is the material number 2. Okay. The material 1 is assigned to this and material 2 is assigned to this. Then we need to mesh the entire the area. You need to go for mesh tool, mesh. You will pick all the area. The mesh has been created. So now if you want the fine mesh, again you need to go for mesh tool. So click on the refine, pick all. So you can give the smart size at 4. Okay. The message is now fine mesh. Next we need to give the boundary condition. For that we need to go for loads. Here analysis type, new analysis, static, and then give the load, define loads, apply, structural, displacement on lines. Select these lines. You have to give the all degrees of freedom. Okay. Next we need to apply the pressure on lines. Pick this line. Okay. And they give the pressure as -5. Okay, the load has been created. I need to go for solution. In that you need to go for analysis type, new analysis, static, okay, and solution controls. Load at the end of load step, you have to give it 50. Analysis options is okay. Then give it okay. Load at the end of load step is 1 and number of sub step is 50. Then you have to unselect this unaverage menu. Go for solution, current LS. Okay. Solution is done. Go for general post processor, contour plot, nodal solution, the y component or displacement vector sum. This is the result. So you go for plot controls, capture image, save it in your laptop. Okay, this completes the problem on FEM modeling of welded joint analysis. So I will continue with the next experiment. Thank you.